Well, good morning and welcome to Willie's Firewood. It is a gorgeous summer Saturday morning. That's right, first Saturday of summer, and the weather is absolutely beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Yesterday, I said we had to reset the woodyard. Let me show you why we had to reset the woodyard, because some things changed since I was gone. First, Grandpa and I just finished cutting. I've got a few more rounds for the long ends to stack, but you'll notice this wood is much longer. We had the big tractor trailer back in here delivering full tree length, and Grandpa's been over this morning. He spied it. We ran a couple tanks of fuel. This row right here is roughly 50 feet long, so this wood is twice as long as what we normally get. So this will be a lot of firewood when it's all blocked up. It's hot, it's humid. Gramp called it after a couple of tanks, and I told him that was perfectly fine. If you notice, my hat is different. The colors are the same, but it's different. And let me show you what this hat is here. 207 Wellness. 207 Wellness is my wife's business, and I am going to bring you guys along on my health journey that I am going through. So I have started taking a GLP-1 medication, a once-a-week injection to help with weight loss. I have also started testosterone therapy because we did some blood work and my testosterone was low. And vitamin D is something we normally get from being out in the sun, and I work outside all the time. My vitamin D was very low, so we've started some vitamin D as well. So we're gonna see what that does and how that works. I'm gonna bring you guys along for my health journey. But let's talk about firewood, where to get it, and how to get it. So a question I get asked all the time is, where do I find wood, or how do I find wood? And my answer is, look around. It's not as hard as you guys want to make it out to be. You need to find a log truck and follow it to the store. You need to find a log truck and follow it to the woodyard. You need to talk to your local tree service guys, your landscapers, your construction guys, anybody that's doing land clearing for houses. Ask questions. Find somebody you can work with, pay them on time, and use them well, and they'll do that in return. That's how we got this load right here. Our normal log hauler, their job that they're on is not producing firewood. He does not have it available for us right now. So I made a call. He said, the other guy said, yeah, we've got plenty. And I said, I'm gonna need some for a while. He said, we can help you. I said, no problem, sounds great. I said, would it be possible to get one soon, because I'm almost out of firewood? And look at that, guys. Less than 12 hours after I made the phone call, there's a 12 to 13 cord load sitting right there in the yard. So that's fantastic. Another question I get asked all the time is, how much do I pay, or what should I pay? Well, the correct answer is as little as possible, but there's a better method and a better answer for that. And let's talk about it right now in the shade. So in all my years of doing firewood, I have come to the conclusion that if you're going to sell green firewood, which is what I sell green firewood. That's right, I do, and lots of it. If you're going to sell green firewood, you need to price your firewood one way. And that way is whatever you are paying for your firewood. Like me, I'm paying $150 a cord for the firewood that's behind me right here delivered. You need to double that price to make money on your green wood by the time you cover all of your expenses and everything else, if you're being efficient with your process. So that means this $150 cord tree length needs to sell for $300 a cord, cut and split. Did you follow that? Double your green price. That's what I've found throughout time. If I double my green price on my tree length firewood, I always come out with some money left over. I make what I need to make, and I cover my expenses, barring any unforeseen large expenses. So that's how I price my firewood. And then if and when I come across the rare opportunity to have some dry firewood or some seasoned firewood, I add $75 to $100 a cord for that time that I've had to sit on that firewood before it can be sold to the customer. So that would make this $150 wood right here If we hold it for 6 to 9 months and season it, because there's no oak in here, if we split this small, it will dry just fine in 6 to 9 months. I want an extra $75 to $100 a cord, so I'm going to get $375 to $400 a cord for this once it's dry. So I hope that helps a little bit too. And we got one more thing to talk about, and then this video of me rambling is going to be done. The last thing I want to talk about is that stacked pile of rounds right there. Why stack it? Well, we talked about it again in a video not too long ago. We stack it because it's faster when we split it, but that's not why we're talking about that pile of rounds. That pile of rounds is a lot of work by me and my grandfather. We come out and we saw every morning that there's wood in this yard, and he is relentless. He is a machine, and he is a man on a mission. He loves what he does. He loves to help. And more importantly, he likes to help me, I think, more than anything else. And I appreciate him very, very much for that. I have one of the best teams in the woodhound community as far as I'm concerned. And I'd argue it any day of the week, because between Gramp and Kevin, we can move a pile of wood in a hurry without a lot of equipment. Now, our process is going to be changing soon. And when it changes, we're going to move even more wood with the same amount of people, and I'm hoping it's going to take some work off of everybody else. So I just wanted to take a quick minute and tell you how to price your firewood, and to show you roadside racks. They're where it's at, and also for you to be appreciative of the people that you have working with you. So I had this set up on the front lawn, and I had the dump trailer over there because we had wood coming, and I had somebody call and say, "Are you selling everything? Are you getting out of this?" I said, "Not a chance." I said, "Just waiting to get more wood in the yard." So remember, guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. And I'm going to share my health journey with 207 Wellness with you guys. We're going to see what they can do for this out of shape lumberjack and see if we can get back into shape. So we'll see you guys on the next one.